Bearcats have been in control since about midway through the first half as Rockers knocks down the first free throw. So Ruckman will replace Copeland in the lineup.
Andy Wolff announced as the #1 assist leader in Bearcat history, and we will applaud that, no doubt about it, man.
He gets a standing ovation from a large crowd here on senior night. The Bearcats will call a timeout with 5:36 to go. 11 assists tonight and 516 now in his career. He passes up Tim Schumacher, who had held that record since 2004. So a lot of excitement here in Lebanon, and we'll keep our eyes on that Columbia game across the river, as they were, last we saw, they were trailing by 7. Park in the conference standings. Looking at the updated stats, Bearcats shooting an even 50% for the game. They're 11 of 23 from three-point range. 26 points for Hobby. Rockers with 15. Wolff's got 10 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds to go with 2 steals. And Rockers at the line.
One more free throw here. He's perfect. How about that?
So the Bearcats 8 for 10 at the foul line tonight. 25 assists and only 6 turnovers tonight for the Bearcats. And it is pretty hard to lose when you have that kind of disparity.
Well, you know me, I love the assist numbers. Wolff a steal again. Wolff going in, and he'll lay it in. Well, I think if he had a little more of a breakaway, I think he might have tried to dunk it. I was going to say it. I didn't want to say that. I'm like, maybe we could see a dunk out of him tonight.
He had a dunk last season. He surprised us one time, but Wolff just having one of his best games of his career. How apropos for him here on senior night.
Going in, trying for a layup is Alan Williams. He gets hammered there by Steppe, and Steppe will get whistled for his 3rd foul. Just the team's 4th. And the Bearcats, they're getting it done here this evening. 85-55. What a night of basketball here at senior night. The women's squad, if you just joined us, 81-62 over a very good Williams Baptist team. A surprise Williams Baptist team in the AMC conference on the women's side, and the Bearcats just took it to them. And here the Bearcats getting it done. A Williams Baptist team who just less than 2 weeks ago upset Park. And that's where the Bearcats will be on Saturday as Williams splits the 2 free throws. Steppe up top, driving in, trying to go in, had it knocked away. And the ball will stay with McKendree with 4:57 to go. Bearcats a 29-point lead. Hobby, what a second half he's had. 4 threes and a 2. I'm not sure. Maybe Hobby's missed maybe 1 shot. 1 3 inside. Ruckman. Turnaround shot off the glass. Too hard. Steppe able to bat it free, just out of bounds. He was trying to bat it back to Pettiford, but just away from him as KT was more up top. And it'll be Eagles ball. Eagles have got some substitutions in the game as well. I think you might see the Bearcat reserves come in here in a little bit again. Inside, little short jump shot is missed, and Pettiford the rebound. And Jake Smith missing that shot. Pettiford comes back, right wing. Pettiford looking, back up top for Hobby. Hobby for Wolff. Wolff. And back to Pettiford. Pettiford trying to drive. Didn't have the lane. Plays it back to Hobby. Hobby's going to dish back to Steppe. Now to Wolff. Wolff trying to drive. Wolff goes in. Dishes back. Pettiford for 3. And that's good. Another assist. How many? That's 12?
That's a dozen. And that is a career high for Andy Wolff. 12 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals as he checks out. Mike Springs back into the game. Ian Ridge and Garrett Gaffney also out there along with Kyle Hickert and Clinton Hoppy. The Bearcat seniors head to the bench for perhaps the final time in the regular season this year. 4 minutes to go.
What a performance. And now they almost steal the inbounds passes. They pressure, and Springs almost got the steal. Boy, Spencer Templeton just checked in. I don't think he knew it was coming at him, and he was just kind of gingerly going to the ball. Templeton in. Well, they got all the reserves in for both teams now. Driving the bucket, losing the ball, getting it back underneath the basket, missing a reverse layup, loose ball taken down by Ridge. Just takes it away, and now we get a jump ball as he ties up with Spencer Templeton. And so a possession arrow to Williams Baptist. 88-56. We're monitoring Harris Stowe and Columbia right now. Last check was 36-29. Harris Stowe leading in the second half over Columbia. Columbia was up 12-2 to start the game and 27-25 at the half. Hopping off the inbounds pass is Garrett Sutherland with a bucket. And he scores. And Bearcats, all the reserves in. Gaffner, Springs, Heckert, Hoppy, and Ridge. Up top, Hoppy for three. That one off. Rebound loose. Hit Ridge in the head. Gaffner trying to pull it down. Then it's poked free by Ridge. And Heckert able to gather it in. Heckert will step into a three. And he just missed that one as it's off to the right. 88-58. Bearcats by 33 and change to play in the game. Bearcats will improve to 17-11 overall. 11-2 in conference play. And driving the bucket was Spencer Templeton. And he is fouled. And that foul will go on Garrett Gaffner to be his second and the team's fifth. So both teams with 5 team fouls.
Pretty impressive performance tonight by the Bearcats. 88 points with still 3 minutes to go. First free throw no good for Williams Baptist. And Williams Baptist hasn't gotten a lot of offense out of anybody except West Livingston, who's had a fantastic game tonight. But
Heckert the other way off the second missed free throw. Right corner, three, Hoppy, that's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Jake Smith. You're right, Livingston, that impressive performance. Maybe one of the best we've seen this season in conference play as well. He looked really good, doing it in a variety of ways. Now another three ball. This time it's Garrett Sutherland again. He has 5 off the bench. 88-61. Bearcats by 27, 2.5 to play. Springs walks it across the timeline. Right wing for Hoppy. Hoppy dribbles out of a double team, drives, rolls towards the basket to Gaffner, and he traveled. And a nice pass to Garrett. Garrett tried to pump fake and shuffle the feet. And another turnover for the Bearcats. 88-61 they lead it. 2:20 to play, and Eagles with the ball.
Only the 7th turnover of the game for the Bearcats, and they've played their bench players quite a few minutes in this game.
Right, no question about it. And you wonder just how good of a performance it was here by the starters, by this group. They really played well, and include Ruckman and Pettiford and that. Springs had some good minutes early on too as well. Springs just inside the three-point stripe, and he hits it. Mike Springs with his second field goal. He has 4 just inside the three-point stripe. And Springs 90-61. I thought we might see the century mark tonight, but doesn't look like we will. Heckert to steal as they try a lob inside. Springs running. Springs tried a bounce pass inside, lost it, turned it over. Tried that one-step long pass. Here's Sutherland the other way, and he runs into Heckert. They're going to get Kyle for a blocking foul. Much to the chagrin of the home fans. Vocal tonight, too. It's good.
Springs a little bit too young to remember Isaiah Thomas in his heyday, but he likes to make that long bounce pass that Isaiah was so good at that time. Williams Baptist was ready for it.
Isaiah was good at that, no question about it. As Sutherland rolls the first free throw through. He has 6 off the bench. 90 seconds to play. Bearcats on their way to their 17th victory of the season and 6th straight. 11th in conference play, and it will come down to the game against Park on Saturday. And the Bearcats hold destiny in their hands as they win. They're the number 1 seed, and we'll definitely see you next Thursday night, a week from tonight, as the Bearcats will host. Whether they'll be the 3 seed or 1 seed remains to be seen. Ridge, Hoppy, three-pointer, left wing, had it blocked, and then gets the ball back underneath the basket, and Hoppy will score. How about that? Got it blocked and then stripped it away from Ryan Wyndham. 26 points, 14 of which came in the second half, and it just another day at the office, right? I mean, 4 3 balls in the second half, and it seemed like you guys wanted to get maybe get a little bit of a night off in the second half. You came out, you had the 26-point lead, great first half, and you just came out right away early on and really stuck it to them in the second half. This was, I thought, first half-wise, this the most complete first half you think you guys have played this season?
Oh, yeah, it's obvious. Our hard work is starting to pay off. Everybody's starting to be healthy again. I mean, like I said, the first half of the season, we had so many injuries, which is good for us because now we're deep. Now we got so many players that can step in and and score and do things for us, and that showed this game.
It certainly did, and to come out and do this in that fashion, again, to do that, it just seemed like you guys, right from the get-go, you guys were ready. Senior night had to give you a little extra effort, too, as well, being one of the final times you'll play on this court.
It's just one of those things. I got a lot of people from Mayday who came to watch me for one last time. So that's always in the back of your mind. You want to play good one last time for them. Well,
you put on a great show. We know we'll see you here next Thursday for the first round game you'll be hosting. It's just a matter now where things are in your hands here, regardless of what happens tonight for Columbia. You got to go to Park Saturday. Big game there. You win. You got the tiebreak on them. You get the number 1 seed. And I know you guys would like to get a little payback for when they beat you here on your home floor.
Oh yeah, that'd be huge, especially now. I mean, like I said, we're healthy, which we weren't. Not everybody's at 100% the first time we played them. So now that we're healthy, I mean, it should be a different story, and hopefully we can come out with a win.
The final question I'll ask you here, too. Talk to me about this, a little bit about some of your times. Give me a couple memories that stand out about your time here at McKendree. I know it's probably hard to pick a few, but maybe a couple random ones that you'll remember, whether it's a game or something that happened in practice or your time here. Talk a little bit about that, about your time here, your 4 years at McKendree.
For sure, sophomore year was huge. Making it to Elite 8, just being one of those few teams still playing. I mean, that was big. Being the few teams that was still in the hotel at Nationals. I mean, that's one of the things that stuck in my mind was that there was only 8 teams in the nation, and we were one of them.
Well, it's certainly that. And you know what? 6 in a row now. If you win on Saturday and you take care of business, another 4 wins, and guess what? You're going right back to the tournament, ranked 20th. Great performance, my friend. We'll see you next Thursday night. Congratulations. That's Eric Hobby. That's one of our 3 seniors. 26 points tonight, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 0 turnovers. Who's the next senior that's going to step up here right now? It's going to be Brad Copeland. He's going to jump on with us. Brad Copeland tonight. 9 points, 7 boards, a couple of assists, a block, a steal. Congratulations. Boy, you guys, from the get-go, I said that. I asked of Eric, it looked to me like this was the most complete first half you guys have played all season long.
Well, I say our hope was restored when we beat Columbia and we took over the AFC Conference, and we know it takes 2 wins to get to Nationals before this game. So everybody's coming out gunning. We want to get there again, make it 5 years in a row now, and we just want to be a part of that one more time, and we're going to fight to get there.
Well, no question about it. We aren't talking about it. You just tune in here. Brad Copeland, one of the 3 seniors with us here. The Bearcats convincingly 94-66. Harris Stowe is leading 45-37 with about 9 minutes to go over Columbia. So right now you guys have a half-game lead over Columbia, but if Columbia were to lose, well, even again, regardless of whether they win or lose, you guys have destiny. You hold destiny in your own hands by taking care of business on Saturday. That's a huge game at Park.
Well, I mean, if Columbia loses, that's great, but everybody on our team is a competitor. We're going to Park, wanting to get revenge for them beating us in our own place. So it's just another game we want to take it home with us and finish the season strong, regular season strong.
Talk to me about your senior season. You had some injury problems. I'm sure frustrating at times as well. How you feeling right now physically? You look great out there. How's the ankle feeling? How you feeling moving forward? Because this team looks to me like this team's about 100% healthy, maybe for the first time here these last couple weeks all season long.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, we start off the season. I mean, being here, this is my 4th year. We have not had this adversity the whole time I've been here. So it's a little different to everybody this year. Hobby went down. That was a big factor, but still the team should have rallied around that and came back, but we didn't. And it was a depressing first part of the season. Then we got Hobby back, and then I was hurt. Team started reacting a little better, and then we lost those 2 home games to Columbia and Park, and everybody started getting back healthy around that point. And since that point, everybody's been playing real strong, well together, better as a team, and it showed since that midway mark in the AFC Conference.
I mean, this team as well too. In your 4 years here, is this the most deep team you guys have had? And again, because of the injuries you've had, guys have had to accelerate the process a little bit more. But it's a pretty deep team you have, as you said.
I would say this is the deepest team we've had so far. Can't really ever say that it's the most talented because we've had great teams in the past, but I would say this is definitely the deepest team we've had. We've got about 3 to 4 guys that come off the bench and play really good minutes for us. And a couple games, that's the reason we won the game. If a couple stars aren't doing it, then we got the bench come in and they stepped up. And that's a tribute to our success right there.
Well, it's no question about it. And I talk about the combination of yourself, Rockers, and what David Ruckling's brought to the table, too. Yeah. We got 3 legitimate front court players that get inside that can rebound and score. I mean, that's something, again, with the guards. You got KP coming off the bench, too, and Steppy. I mean, it just seems like, again, I look at this, and it's just coming together at the right time.
Well, you got the guards. They've been there, Hobby, Steppy, KP, Andy. You got Mike as a good point guard.
Yep.
then you got the bigs. And as you talked about me, Sean, and Dave, and we play a lot of teams in the AMC who don't have the same big guys as we do. But the problem that we've had so far with the big guys is not all the big guys have showed up on the same night. When we go to nationals, we're going to have to all get on the same page and bring it that same for every game there.
I love the sound. When we go to national, I like that confidence. That's excellent stuff. Let me ask you this real quickly. Park, obviously we know what they do. We know the trapping, that sort of schizophrenic defense they play. It's so frantic. I know you guys have probably been practicing about that, working towards that game. Talk about going into that place, into that building, and what you got to do to get that victory on Saturday.
We've spent a lot of time in the last week not only preparing for Williams Baptist, but when we first prepared for Williams Baptist, in the second half, we would do nothing but go on 7-on-5, press break, zone. We just go hard the whole time, trying to break it. We mixed a little more things up so it's not as, like, compact, and I think we're going to take it down this time around.
Well, we're going to see you next Thursday here for a game. Real quickly here, last senior night here. Let's reflect on a couple of memories. I see Hobby talked about you guys going to nationals a couple of years ago, being one of the final 8 teams, and how exciting that was. Give me a couple of great memories for you in your career here.
I'd say probably my favorite memory of all time being here was my freshman year. And it was probably a better feeling than my high school, because when I was in high school we got second to state or whatever. But I came here and we played for the conference tournament championship here. We were down by about 6 or 7 and against Columbia. We came back and ended up winning it. And there's a picture in Statham's office of the entire team. Everybody's doing their own thing in the middle of the court. And every day we go in for film, I get to see that. And that's just a memory that I enjoy a lot. And, of course, me and Andy are good friends. He's my roommate. That went down to Columbia when we came back at the last time.
Absolutely, man.
That's another big memory for me. And then, of course, every time we've been to nationals, it's always been an experience. Last year was cut short, but the year before we got to the Elite 8. Those are some big memories for me.
Well, go get them Saturday, man. I want to see you back here as the number 1 seed on Thursday night, okay? Take care. Brad Copeland, one of our seniors. Let's get Andy Wolff in here, too. Andy Wolff tonight, well, I'll tell you what, 12 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds, 0 turnovers. 12 assists, 0 turnovers. That is something else. That's quite a feat there, a career best 12 assists, and now McKendree men's basketball all-time assist leader. 12 assists, no turnovers. That's what I got to type. 12 assists, no turnovers, and you handle the ball so much. That's amazing. That's a wonderful, absolutely great. Congratulations on getting the record. I know that's important to you. You guys, we talked about it before. Before we talk about individual stuff, let's talk about this game. You guys came out from the get-go, and I thought it was one of your best halves of basketball. Clearly, I thought the best first half you guys may have played all year long.
Oh, hands down. You know, we were doing all the little things for once. You know, we've had our ups and downs throughout the year, but tonight we really came out and focused hard on our defense, our pressure in the ball, moving the ball, getting it to the right person. Rebounding is a big key. We did that well tonight. You know, jamming up the middle. We really came out with our heads on straight tonight. I was kind of worried with the senior night stuff going on, but we really came out playing hard.
No, it certainly was. No question about it. And we're just trying to get an update on the park, or the Columbia Harris Stowe game here in a second. Ben's going to write that down. It was a 7+7 to Harris Stowe with about 9 minutes to go. So we'll see. I tell you what. Again, in this game too as well. It seemed like in the second half you guys came out focused as well to sort of say, okay, we got a 26-point lead. Let's really go for blood here early on. Harris Stowe actually up by 6 with 4 minutes to go. So 51-45 Harris Stowe over Columbia.
Yep.
But regardless of that, you guys know what you got to do Saturday. But second half, you got to step up. You really stepped up early on in that, and I thought really kind of again took it to. Was that the thing that just go for the jugular early on?
Oh yeah, you know,
get it out of there.
We strive for the first 5 minutes every half. Coach feels that's what determines how the tone is set for the half. And so this half, we felt like the 20-point lead we had wasn't good enough. We felt like we needed to come out and prove that we could play more than just one half, put a whole ball game together.
Well, he certainly did that too as well. 12 assists tonight, 0 turnovers, and I'll tell you what, I don't know what's even better, getting the all-time record, but 12 assists and no turnovers, that is phenomenal. That's a career best for most assists in a game for you as well here, they tell me, and to do that without turning it over and handling it, it's got to make you pretty proud. You're smiling and grinning about that, and I think you should. So.
It is, for sure. It was a big night for everyone, not just the seniors, and it was our last home game. So it was a big one, and we just wanted to play the best we could. And I think everyone was that's why everyone was so focused. It wasn't just me, it was everybody. everybody just want to go out there and play as hard as they could.
And you were scoring early on, too, shooting the three ball. I mean, confidently, taking we saw the three ball, we saw finger roll. I thought we were going to see a dunk. I think if you had a little bit more, leeway there, I thought you were going to go for it. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it to Zimmerman. I was going to say it. I'm like, you know what? I just want to see Andy dunk it one more time. That's all I want to see. And they were too close. You still got the layup there.
I wanted
but
to.
if you had more room, would you have tried that? Would you have tried to do it?
I honestly did try it, but it fell out of my hands whenever I went up. So then I just focused on making it. I'm not going to lie. I won't sugarcoat that one. I did try it.
I'd still say that was one of my highlights of last year. I told you, you're my hero for that. I never even got close to being able to dunk a ball, even my best years. So Andy Wolff with us here, one of the three seniors tonight. 12 points, 12 assists, no turnovers, 5 rebounds. What a performance tonight. He's the all-time assist leader in McKendree men's basketball history now. That's got to be good. You're in the record book now. Doesn't matter. You're going to graduate. You're going to go on, and you're in the record book here. You get a chance to add to that on Saturday as well. Park, that's a big game. I know Brad was stressing that, and Eric said a little bit too. You guys